Nathan Adams and Brandon James wrapping things up for our Division IV regional final here at Fowler. And what a great game for the Bellevue Broncos as they will take home a trophy for the regional championship for the first time in school history as they knock off Pittsford and the Wildcats 42-28. Second time they beat Pittsford this year.
You wouldn't have known that it was their first time in school history with the way they dominated this game. They certainly looked like they had been here before, and now they have a date on Tuesday in the quarterfinals. Just executed their game plan from beginning to end, and honestly accelerated it even more in the second half with a few key plays, and just sticking to that plan and taking Pittsford out of their element. And just a great effort tonight and dominating performance that really not many were expecting. A lot of people thought it was going to be a close game.
Yep.
It didn't turn out that way.
Yep. Third time's the charm for the Bellevue Broncos. Third straight year that they've made it to this point, but they finally pick up a victory tonight, led by Wyatt Waterbury, the senior guard, with 16 points, 8 of those in the second quarter, and most of those sparking a 6-0 run in the second quarter, and also sparking a third quarter run right out of the locker room to help things out for the Broncos.
Yeah, it just, as the game went on, they just asserted themselves more. We saw a great effort from Betts tonight for Bellevue, not just in the scoreboard. He was great at getting the ball, getting the boards, had a couple of blocks, he had assists, so every facet of the game he really kind of led the team, but it was a great effort by everybody. Maybe other than the subs a little bit at the end, but hey, you know, it was good that they even had a chance to get in there and not only get a little experience themselves, but make sure there's no injuries or no freak thing happens before they get into this next very important game.
Yep, a couple of other key stats, as you mentioned. Carson Betts, he only had 7 points tonight, but he also had 10 boards and 5 assists, and 3 of those 5 assists were key, especially in that third quarter run where they went out on an 8-0 run right out of the locker room and pretty much put this game away. Of course, Gino Costello also had 7 points tonight, hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter that actually made it a 20-point contest.
Yeah, that was kind of a dagger. Usually you wouldn't call for the dagger before the fourth quarter, but that just really kind of was an exclamation point on what happened up until that point. And then just going into the fourth quarter, honestly, that was the beginning of the fourth was one of the few times Bellevue seemed like they were slipping a little, maybe kind of complacent, feeling like, all right, we got this. But even then, they overcame that in the middle of the fourth quarter. Yep. And put the hammer down and took this one running away.
Yep. The other key stat, Jake Berger, who is the leading scorer for Pittsburgh, averaging 19.6 points on the season, held the 3.
Yeah,
and that came in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that was a talking point with the coach before the game, and just, you know, whatever his plan was, they did that very well because he said that was going to be a big focus, making sure that he doesn't put a game together. I wasn't expecting that they were going to shut him down that much. Yeah. So again, that's just indicative of how well Bellevue executed every aspect of their game plan.
And now Bellevue advancing to their first ever state quarterfinal. Kind of a home game for them because they only have to go 15 minutes north up to Charlotte for their Division IV state quarterfinal. They will see a perennial power in D4 in the defenders of Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian, who knocked off Muskegon Heights Academy 62-53. And Tri-Unity is, they've made it to the state finals 8 times, winning 4 times. Of course, winning back-to-back in 2015, 16, and 17. And they come into this contest 20-3.
Yeah, so big difference here. Bellevue in uncharted territory and going up against a team in the quarterfinals that has a lot of playoff experience. So that'll be something they will have to overcome. But again, if they can put forth the effort they did tonight, I think they could beat anybody.
Yep. So Bellevue, ranked number 2 in the state, will take on number 5, Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian. That's coming up Tuesday night, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off from Charlotte. We'll be at the Oriole Dome for the coverage there of that state quarterfinal on Tuesday on 95.3 WBCK, online at 953WBCK.com, and download the WBCK app to your smartphone. A lot of the Bellevue fans downloaded it tonight. I know they did.
Yeah, they did, and you know, walking in, a couple of them said, "Hey, we downloaded that." I don't know if they were listening while they were here.
They should have.
So yeah, hey, you know, it brings the experience even to life more. But we'll probably see many of them in Charlotte on Tuesday, and we hope you'll join us as well.
All right, we'll see you then from Tuesday from the Oriole Dome in Charlotte. Bellevue, Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian Division IV State Quarterfinal on Tuesday.